What's going on, everybody? Welcome to today's YouTube video. This week we're going animal-based. So this is coming from Paul Saladino, aka the old carnivore MD. So he basically has expanded on the carnivore diet and added fruits and dairy products in. So it's pretty much meats, cheese, dairy products, and fruits. And that's pretty much what we're consuming this week. We're gonna start things off with a pineapple, which I haven't had in forever. But yeah, we're pretty much do ground beef, some eggs as well. He does include eggs, and we're just gonna pick up a bunch of fruit. So pineapple's one thing I haven't had in a while, but I do love pineapple, so we'll pick up one of those. We need some oranges because oranges in the morning are fantastic. So pretty much meal-wise, I'm thinking I'll definitely do also, this is gonna be just a grocery haul video, and I'll do a separate full day of eating on the animal-based diet, is what he kind of coined it. But I'm thinking breakfast, it'll be eggs, bacon, and then some fruit, probably oranges and pineapple. Lunch will probably be ground beef, avocado, and then dinner I'll probably do a protein shake because it is grass-fed, grass-finished, Transparent Labs protein shake with a whole bunch of fruit as well. So just lots of fruit, meats, eggs, and then maybe a little bit of cheese along the way too. Another one of the go-to fruits is the Honeycrisp apple. One thing that Paul would definitely say as far as like the animal-based diet, you want everything organic. And I think yes, in an optimal world, yes. But in this case where it's like some things, yes, I'll definitely get organic, but some things like apples, eggs, bananas, stuff like that, I just don't think the slight price increase is worth it at this point. Obviously, once again, if you have an unlimited budget, get all organic. But I think you kind of pick and choose where you want organic things to be. And for now, it's kind of like, I would say, maybe some berries here and there. So we got some blueberries over here. But I think, honestly, for the most part, it's all fairly similar. I'm definitely gonna do a bunch of blueberries. I've been loving these lately. These, I mean, the amount you get for organic for $7 versus non-organic, it's kind of just like the fact that the price point is that big of a difference. So we're gonna go with some blueberries, non-organic, but then bananas. Let's see, what do you think? What is that, $6, 6 cents per banana? I eat a lot of bananas, so we'll go ahead, we'll go organic this time. I haven't had organic in a while, but we want a lot of bananas since I'm in like 2 a day. Let's see, okay, some here. See like really green ones? Okay, cool. All right, so we got some decently yellow ones, some kind of green ones. Do what? Yeah. There's only 5. So I need 1 extra one. I saw some green ones over here somewhere. All right, we're gonna get these. I'm gonna have a lot of bananas this week, honestly, because it's like the main pre-workout source. And the great thing about this is, so the carnivore diet was pretty much just like all fat, all protein, 0 carbs. And then he basically kind of modified the carnivore diet to add carbs back in via fruits, which have a lot of fiber, micronutrients, vitamins, minerals, that kind of thing. So got bananas. Another key for the ground beef avocado combination, obviously some avocados. These are, I would say they'll probably be ready in a couple of days, so we have to pick up a few ones if we do go to Kroger. But yeah, avocados are another great fruit, obviously. Low in toxins is kind of what Paul says is like as far as the fruit that he chooses. And then why he stays away from vegetables is like the stems and roots he doesn't really eat. I think that's kind of some BS, but you know what, we're just gonna roll with it because this week is all about just following his diet, the more animal-based diet. So we got some avocados there. I mean, that's plenty of fruit, right? Pineapple, oranges, bananas, blueberries, apples, avocado. Anything else? I know he says he recommends like mangoes as well. He recommends, I forget, there's something else that he recommends, I think fruit-wise. Let me double check. Because he has a little like kind of screenshot I'll actually throw up on the screen now in like this area. He has kind of like a what to eat. Apples, oranges, berries, pineapple, pears, melons, bananas, mango. If you're a fan of pears, I think pears are great. I just personally am not the biggest pear fan. Avocado, olive, pumpkin, squash, zucchini, cucumber. Should we get cucumber? Yeah, let's grab a cucumber real quick. So I think that's kind of nice to have a little bit more volume since I am still trying to cut. I am trying to lose weight. I think this will help me because I'm cutting out my entire like other carb source of grains and breads and rices and stuff like that. But I am gonna grab a cucumber just in case I do get hungry. I feel like it's a really good low calorie snack. So we got our cucumber, and then also the one thing I am gonna splurge on, I guess kind of, is these dates. These things are like candy. They are quite literally my favorite thing on earth right now. So we're gonna go organic. Pitted medjool dates, those are fantastic. Honestly, I haven't seen Paul say anything about those, but I'm gonna say, you know what? They gotta be a fruit, right? Are dates a fruit? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna nod from Katie. Yeah, so they're a fruit, they're very, very sweet. Not sure if they're like in the low toxicity that Paul aims for, but I don't really care because they're a fruit. I'm considering this a meat and fruit diet. Main protein source, as I mentioned before, was gonna be ground beef. So we've got 7 packs of the 90-10 ground beef right there. This isn't technically, I guess, like it says all natural, no antibiotics, no added hormones, but it might not be grass-fed, grass-finished, which they do have, but it's only in the 85-15. I do want a little bit of a leaner protein, so I'm gonna sacrifice the grass-fed, grass-finished for the slightly leaner protein. Then we need some bacon. Would you eat any bacon if we got some?
No.
Let's go with fully cooked. Should we go turkey bacon or should we go, let's go regular bacon. We'll go with the uncured dried rub sliced bacon. Let's see. Ingredients list. Pork, sea salt, raw sugar, cultured celery powder, some spices. I think that's clean enough. You think that's clean enough? Let's see. Water seasoning blend. Sea salt, celery. Let's go with this. I mean, it has some raw sugar added, which probably isn't ideal, but I'm gonna throw it under the meat category and call it, you know what, meat and eggs, or meat and dairy, plus fruit and eggs, close enough. Another thing I would get, but I actually have an entire half slab at home still left over from last week, because I don't eat a ton of cheese, like it lasts me a while, would be the raw Parmesan Reggiano cheese. So I would have this, but since I already have some at home, we don't need any this week. If I need to come back later in the week, I might come back, but for now, I pretty much don't eat a ton of cheese, more so like shave it on my eggs or something like that. So that kind of lasts me a while. Otherwise, yeah, cheese we're good, and then I think we just need, what? How much is eggs? Because I'll do protein shakes in water because he wants raw dairy, and since almond milk is what I typically use, I'll just use water this week when I mix my protein powder. And then eggs in the morning. He does use honey a lot too, so I might grab some honey to do like a banana and honey before my workout. So we need eggs and honey. All right, so we're getting eggs. We're gonna do 1 carton of the cage-free brown eggs, which are $2.99 per dozen. And then we're also gonna do 1 of the organic, just to splurge a little bit, see if I notice the difference. I don't think I will, but if I do, I might go ahead. But I mean, like $4 more per dozen is a lot. But just in honor of the video, I'll go ahead and probably do, probably do 3 days, since I do 4 eggs in the morning, 3 days of organic eggs. I mean, they don't look any different. We'll see if they taste any different, see if I notice a difference and if the $4 is worth it. But we're gonna do 1 of the organic pasture raised, which is what Paul recommends, and then 1 of the just organic or non-organic brown large eggs there. And then another thing he would recommend, but I don't personally drink, would be cultured goat's milk. So this is like kefir. He does prefer raw dairy, but he said if you can't have access to raw dairy, a kefir, specifically goat milk kefir, is what he'd recommend. But since I don't really drink milk or anything like that, I'm not gonna make my protein shakes with that. I'm just gonna pass. But I think he does like raw milk and honey in the morning, and then I think occasionally mixes in frozen blueberries, which I mean kind of sounds good. It's kind of like a boba. It's kind of like a at-home boba, because like bobas have the little balls in it, and it kind of just like puts raw blueberries or frozen blueberries. I might have to try that at one point, but I honestly don't feel super motivated to try that at the moment, because we got plenty of fruit, meats, and then we need honey. That's the last thing. And 2 of the last things that I guess are kind of Paul's considered like animal-based condiments would be organic maple syrup, as well as some organic raw honey. I'm sure he probably gets them from probably like a local farmer and or like, what are they called? Not flea markets, farmers markets. He probably gets them from there. And he also says typically you want to shop what's in season, so things that would be like in season fruits, as well as just in general, I think things that are going to be just, I don't know, fresh-ist that time of year. But nowadays with just, I think, advancements in technology, farming, all kind of stuff, everything is pretty much year round, but maybe not seasonal. But yeah, we go raw honey. I don't need maple syrup right now, but I think he uses it mostly he'll occasionally do it on like beef patties as well as for his liver. Yeah, if he like puts it on liver, and I think that's kind of how they palate that. Which one thing I've never found liver in any grocery store, so I don't know how I'd get that. I do want to try it at some point, and if I ever do, I will definitely be using some maple syrup to make it taste better. But yeah, we're gonna see some honey. Like I said, maybe do some banana and honey at some point later this week, just so it's a little pre-workout. But that's gonna wrap up the grocery haul. I mean, as you guys saw, fairly basic, and if you guys haven't seen, I did a 0 added sugar grocery haul as well, or full day of eating. And the biggest thing there is just, it's a good way to kind of reduce your processed foods. So doing just meats and fruit, even if it's not organic, even if it's not pasture raised, and like kind of grass fed and everything, it's still all whole foods, single ingredients, high protein relative if you have some meat in your diet, and then the fruits are all carb sources. So I think that's a common mistake. People think, oh, if you don't have bread, rice, potatoes, like you're missing out on carbs, but all of the fruit I have is just carb sources. Like a banana, 25 grams of carbs right there. So I think that's a really good addition to the carnivore diet he used to run, now having some fruit back in there as far as carb sources go. But yeah, we're gonna give this a try for the week, but that is the grocery haul wrapped up. I'll film a full day of eating later this week with macros, calories, meal breakdowns, all that kind of stuff. Without further ado, stay tuned for that one. I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Also real quick, because I'm sure I'm gonna get questions about the total of the grocery haul. So since Katie and I shop together, we check out together, so I had to go through the quick receipt and actually pull my stuff out. So the total for my stuff was $115.99. The bulk majority of that, what we say, $56, I think, coming from the ground beef. But I do a pound of ground beef a day for a big chunk of protein, 100 grams per pound in terms of protein, and we did 7 of those. So that was like $56 right there. And the other fruits, dates, a little bit of cheese, cucumber, stuff like that, all came out to be $115.99. So honestly, relatively cheap. I do think, once again, you're kind of limited on what you can buy. So quality meats and quality fruits do still add up, even though it is going to be a little bit less than, I guess, a typical grocery haul, because I'll normally have obviously some almond milk, I'll have some sourdough bread, and some more cheese maybe. But I mean, it's relatively similar, just reducing the amount of carbs, I guess, outside of fruits and no vegetables either. So yeah, $115. That is a wrap on the grocery haul, this video. I'll see you guys in a full day of eating on the animal-based diet here in the next one.